Morning, YouTube. For those of interest, you know, if you don't have a lot of room to do a whole lot of big scrapping appliances and stuff like that, go after these guys. It's an easy way to make a quick buck. Very simple to get the brass and the cast out of them. Wow, that one was on there pretty tight. See that? See how quick that was? What did that take, a minute? You got yourself a nice little chunk of brass. Good half a pound. Easy. Every barbecue is different. Throw this away. They come in all different shapes and sizes. It's clean brass. Unless you hear rattle in it. Then, these come apart pretty easy too. I'll show you. I'd advise you to beat it on your concrete, but I have this thing here, so it's all cast. So. Yeah, this one's going to be, oh no, there we go. You beat it till it opens up, so you can actually pop it apart. Put it back in the vise. Unless you can hold it with your fingers. Pop the little guy apart. Take all the bad stuff out. It's the stuff that actually makes it regulate for your barbecue. That's clean cast. In your clean cast bucket. We'll finish this up. Turn him around. There's a little steel pin in there. I don't know, well, you can see that steel pin here. I'll show it to you. Right there, you got to get him out. He's crimped in there. So it'll take a little finagling. Oh, this one actually worked pretty easy. Sometimes you got to literally beat the living daylights out of them. And then we need to get this guy off. I use a pointer first. If you don't have a pointer, just use a screwdriver. Or you can go the easier route, like some people do. I'm not left-handed, so bear with me. I'm going to be in your way for a second. And if they're really temperamental like this guy is being, you can just not do that. This one's actually putting up a pretty good fight. Probably because he's on camera. Doesn't like to be on camera. You know. And then we're going to do the old trick. Only a little piece of cast. Throw that in your shred bucket. You got clean cast. So cast and brass. They're the easiest things to get. Just drive around the neighborhood, any barbecue at the road. If you don't want to take the whole barbecue, just take the tail. A little piece of wire on here that holds that tag. You're all roughly made the same way. I use an impact gun, but you can use a socket. Actually, I think my battery's getting dead. Well, that snapped that part off. Charge up the battery. Turn you on. Grab you. Yeah, see? Stronger battery makes a difference. Like I said, you can use a socket set. Might be a little plastic piece on there on top. This one's got something inside. We'll have to take that apart. Somebody's got the squirrel. Somebody peed in the squirrel's cornflakes this morning. I can do that with you. Here's a little ball bearing inside of that. That's the most you'll have to do. Oh, there goes the spring. Finally fell out. I don't know if these are steel or not. Think they would be with the propane? Oh yeah. Some of them have it, some of them don't. You just gotta finish that off. Same way all the time. Beat it up. Beat it up. Now that this one don't have a tail on it, it's hard to hang on to. Yeah, you're gonna be stubborn, aren't you? Huh? Wow. Doesn't want to be on camera. The whole idea is to open them up, right? Spring. Sometimes these top parts are steel. This one I knew wasn't. And I didn't show that to you in the camera, did I? Yeah. Plastic thing again. Well, that part's coming out pretty easy. There you have it. Clean Caster Troy. Hang on. So yeah, it adds up. See? I've been doing plugs too yesterday. Yeah. All the plugs I had here, I had 4 buckets here. So I got a few more to do in there yet. Some brassy bits. These guys. Something like him. He's spring loaded. Won't be too hard to do. Something like him. Just stuff like that. Got some brassy bits on him. 3 pieces, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So that's what I'm doing. Just farting around what I don't have other than this stuff. Got 2 electric motors in there and alternator, but otherwise, yeah. Picked that up yesterday. A little bit of steel. I got the call to come and get it. Just a little cabinet. It adjusts. See? You can hide stuff behind it. Guess they didn't want it no more. And the whole thing adjusts. Just a rack from the store. And that thing too, steel pegboard. Otherwise, this is the thing it sat on. It's spun on this thing. It's a nice base. I was thinking maybe I could put my umbrella on here, because it's pretty good. There's the pegboard shelves that it came with for that pegboard. I don't know if they're heavy. Yeah, they're attached. They're tacked on. I have no use for that, so. But that's it. So that's what I'm doing. Just farting around. That's got to be emptied. That needs to be actually cleaned up. I forgot it was there. Gotta take the screws out for it to be clean cast steel. So we'll get her. It's just a table. I think Mr. Scrappity picked one of those up too, or no, it was Bert, Scrap Farm. He got one of those, identical. It's got that whatever on it. It peels right off. Makes a good workbench though. Like when I get those big ass TVs home, it's the same height as my truck, see? Boom. So no lifting. But that's what I'm playing around with. I didn't realize it and should have thought better. I just destroyed all of these. See that? Yeah, well they sat out all winter long, not even thinking about it. They should not have been out in the winter. So now they're all no good. Waiting for the garbage guys to show up and the blue box guys, so that's why this looks so clean. Yeah, I know he's still laying here. I should maybe attempt, what do you think? At least cut the one end off. Grinder or Sawzall? You tell me. You know? So that's what I'm doing. Just farting around with stuff. Sorry. I got that thing running yesterday. I made the big mistake. I thought I could boost it direct to the starter, but this thing has an electronic part on the fuel, and if you don't get the power from the battery, it's not going to start. So, and what's the real joy about these things is to boost it. It's under the seat, but you have to have the seat down to start it. Wow, they thought that out very well, didn't they? You're gonna do that, why didn't they hang something down, you know, like they do on the newer cars, like my boy's car and my wife's car, to boost it? The battery's underneath the motor, but they gave you a hookup to reach in case you had to boost it. You know, mind you, this machine is 12, 13 years old. I have the year written on here. There, that's 2009 is when I bought it, and it was already a year old because the store kicked it around for a couple of years. A company called Canadian Tire. This is actually one of their better items, and I wanted it. They had it on sale. It's got a TC engine in it. See that? Good old Tecumseh. Never had an issue with that motor yet. So 2008. Yeah, it's 12 years old already. I abuse the hell out of it. Mind you, I've had new pulleys put on it for the blades, new blades. Oh, you wear the blades out. New drive pulley because I tried to pull a 1,500 pound lawn roller with it. Yeah, got across the yard there, and all of a sudden, bang. Nice big loud bang, and there goes my drive pulley out the back end. See, just because they have that little trailer hitch pin doesn't mean you can pull whatever you want with them. So, but yeah, headlights. Really? I'm going to cut the grass at nighttime? It's not like I'm driving down the road with it, you know. If you get it impaired, you still can't operate this because it's a motorized vehicle. Think of that one. So anyways, there you go. For those who, young kids on a bike or whatever, that's a very easy income, man. Cut the tails off barbecues. Don't be going in their backyards and stealing them. Wait till they're at the road. Get a chunk of brass and some cast aluminum. Sometimes these are actually copper. Like this one. See? There's a couple of them in there. Sometimes, not all the time. See, that's steel, steel, steel. That one might be brass. They're brass too. That's a long one. So this one here might be copper. There, that one's copper. You can tell the difference in the color, right? You really find out when you bust it open. So anyways, there you go. Might take some stuff in. Insulated wire. Cast, extruded motors. Dirty cast, copper. sheet, zinc, and you already and aluminum wire. And what's in here? Number 1 copper. Not much. Don't get enough of it. So that'll be it. Okay. Like, subscribe, and share or not. Have a wonderful afternoon. Enjoy your Friday.